Good morning, class. Today we're going to be reading this commentary. It's called Just Walk On By by Brent Staples. It's an awesome read. It's 3 pages long, but hopefully that won't discourage you. But anyway, what we're going to focus on just for this week is just the annotations. So you'll notice that I have this pulled up to 140 size, just so it'll be easier to view on your screen. And I've already annotated this first paragraph on my draft. This is what it looks like when I'm done. But I'm going to show you how I came across some of the annotations I made. So as you start reading this, it says, my first victim was a white woman, well dressed, probably in her early 20s. I came upon her late one evening in a deserted street in Hyde Park, a relatively affluent neighborhood in an otherwise impoverished section of Chicago. All right, so after reading that sentence, I made a couple annotations. When you're doing your annotations, the thing that those of you who aren't doing it correctly, you're annotating portions of the draft. So you're highlighting a portion of the draft and you're leaving it at that, and you're considering that your annotation. I keep saying this, but I'm obviously going to have to say it again. I don't want you to highlight any portion of the text. Everything you see right here, none of it should be highlighted. I only want you to highlight the notes you add. So the annotation I put in here, and I did it with brackets, is victim, is he a criminal? All right, so that's a very quick annotation. And I can bold the text, but the stuff that I add, that's what I want to highlight. Also, I came across the word affluent. So that's a vocabulary word that you may or may not be familiar with. If not, a quick annotation will do. I already did this. I'm just going to cheat and look at my definition for that: a group or area with a great deal of money or wealth. All right, so that's what affluent means: a group or area with a great deal of money or wealth. All right, so that's another annotation I did for the word affluent. Um, As I swung onto the avenue behind her, there seemed to be a discrete inflammatory distance between us. And uninflammatory, actually, is what it says. And that was another vocabulary word that I wanted to annotate. When I looked up uninflammatory, I didn't see a definition, but I did see a definition for inflammatory. And I'm just going to copy and paste this. I don't want to have to do it over. I've already done it. Sorry. All right, so when I looked up inflammatory, it means that it's tending to incite anger or disorder. So my annotation was uninflammatory must mean the opposite. So he's not doing anything wrong. Not so. She cast back a worried glance to her, the young blackish man, a broad 6 feet 2 inches with a beard and billowing hair, both hands shoved into the pockets of a bulky military jacket, seemed menacingly close. After a few more quick glimpses, she picked up her pace and was soon running in earnest. Within seconds, she disappeared across the street. All right, so now I'm going to show you the annotations that I did for the whole thing. I annotated uninflammatory, and I just showed you that. I bolded, I did not highlight. I made bold when he says, both hands shoved into the pockets of a bulky military jacket seemed menacingly close. So my note I put there, the speaker is using imagery to describe the scene. And then at the very end, I kind of gave a summary of what I believed happened. The speaker is black. The woman he's following was so afraid she took off running. I'm still not sure if he meant to harm her or if she was overreacting. All right, so those are the type of annotations that I made just in that first paragraph. Obviously, I'm not requiring you to do as many in every single paragraph, but this is what I'm looking for. The key to the annotations when you're doing it on a computer, as far as I'm concerned, is I don't want you to highlight anything that you did not write. Only highlight what you wrote. All right, so if you're still not sure how to download this draft so you can edit it in Microsoft Word, I'm not doing this in Google, I'm doing it in Microsoft Word. I have a video and instructions that will walk you through how to download this so you'll have your own copy. All right, so that's it. This week, just annotate it. Next week, we're going to do one more thing with this, and that'll be the end of the school year.